Hi, this is Peter the Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing a general December tarot forecast for 2017. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards here, and I'm going to think about December tarot forecast for 2017, and let's see what's in store for us for the last month of the year. Wow, hasn't this year gone fast? Right, let's see what we get here. So I'm going to put down 21 cards. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, just bear with me just 2 seconds while I put this out. Okay. Right, okay. I kind of get the feeling, so some of us are going to be focusing on relationship issues. And it's almost like I feel as though it's like we're coming to the end of the year and we're looking back. So we're focusing on what we've been doing with our relationships and also our friendships, I feel, as well, generally. So friendships and relationships, have we done everything right? Have we done the best we could? And have we done some of our goals that we set out to do and achieve at the beginning of the year? And I just feel as though it's been a bit of an up and down year for relationships, but it's not been negative because I just kind of get this up and downness feel here. But I feel like some of us are getting a little bit fed up now, and you've got to be careful now. Is it relationships that we're getting fed up, or is it just the dark nights that are creeping in here? Because I'm just sort of seeing here doing a bit of sitting and pondering, and some of us are getting a bit fed up. And I just feel as though also, what could also happen as well is December, it's Christmas, and we're juggling the money, and this is your money card, and we're juggling money out, and we get a bit fed up, so there could be some frustrations. So do watch out how relationships and money and spending are interacting with each other. It's a bit of a funny, difficult month. It's joyful, but it's funny and difficult as well at the same time. I feel like some of us need to take care of our health a little bit more because I'm being drawn to healing, and I just feel as though we've got to start looking out for ourselves because Archangel Gabrielle's coming out here and she's trying to keep an eye on us, keep us grounded, sort of 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot in the water being carefree, 1 foot on the ground trying to be level-headed. So we've got to look after ourselves and try and get balance in. There's going to be a few of us though within the Christmas period thinking about our homes. So we're either going to be thinking about selling a home or moving or spending on the home and getting the home ready for Christmas. And I feel so that's absolutely fine. I've got a bit of creativeness coming in with this, but I just feel so, but don't go mad. I feel like we need to keep us money in balance now, and I feel so we've got to look after everything that we're doing. So it's like, we've got bills to pay, we've got the shopping, we've got Christmas shopping, we've got presents, then we're going to be focused on the home. It's like a lot going on. And remember, we haven't got money for everything. Money's getting a bit tighter. So it feels like we just got to look after what we've got. Okay. There is going to be certain members of us within the family where I just feel that we've got some trust issues coming up. And I just feel that we've just got to be generally careful here. And I just feel as though if some of us are wanting to sort of get help from family, can we trust and rely on that they're going to follow through, or are we borrowing money to family? Because again, I feel as though this is linking in with money and family, and it's like I just feel as though I'm getting a bit of mistrust here. It's almost like, can I trust them to sort of say, are we going to give that money back? And it's very difficult when it comes to family because you want to be there and help each other out, but I just get the feeling as if to say, will they repay or will they give it back? Or are they going to fall on hard times and not follow through? They might not be deliberately wanting to let you down, but there could be some kind of issue there. So I feel as though you just got to watch out for that. But overall, I just feel as though family ties over the Christmas period should generally be okay. What we've not got to do now is overthink things or overanalyze things. Sometimes things can be a bit sort of messy. And I just feel as though as long as we're keeping everything grounded, I feel as though we should be generally okay. So overall, I just feel as though the Christmas month's not too bad, but it's sitting in the middle of sort of not being a bad month and it's not being a good month. It's sitting in the middle a little bit. But I feel as though what we're going to do here now is I'm going to put all these back. I'm going to focus on some different areas and concentrate them because I was looking at the sort of month there generally. So let's have a look at December, what it's going to be like on the good old finances. Okay, so we'll keep this nice and simple, but accurate. Okay. Well, yeah, do you know what? I feel like it's not too bad. But again, I just feel so we've not got to overstretch ourselves. If we haven't got the money, then I feel so we've got to be careful and, try and sort of do the shopping already. Start focusing on sort of doing the spending now, the shopping now, getting it organised and not leaving it to the last minute. And then I feel so as long as we plan, I feel so we should be okay. But I just feel so don't get rattled over money. I feel so there could be some tensions again with money and family over money. So, but overall, I'm not really seeing anything negative with money, but I have got sort of worrying about it. We all can sort of go, I've got to pay this, we've got to do that, I've got the bills to pay, kids want this, kids want that, which is understandable. That doesn't surprise me, that coming out. But I've got your creative card crossing it. So here we are, creativeness and worry. So what it's saying is don't worry so much, but be creative with your spending. And that's going to be the key. So creative spending over Christmas. And I feel so as you do that, you should be absolutely fine. And I feel so look at eBay, look at Amazon, whatever it may be. And I feel so if you start shopping now, you should get these things in time. And I feel so you should be okay. But some of us have got to watch our vehicles as well. I feel so because winter, the coldness, this is when vehicles start being wrong. So I just feel so we've got to keep an eye on the vehicles or keep a bit of budget there just in case. And the first thing that's coming out of my mind is watch your car battery. I just feel as though starting, and the name Ford is coming into my mind, as if to say just so people who've got Ford cars, Ford makes, I feel as though your batteries could be a little bit temperamental, so just keep an eye on that. So I just feel as though it wouldn't hurt now before the cold really starts kicking in to sort of get your old charger out the garage, find it out, give it a bit of a boost, and then I feel as though you're ready. Because if you don't give it a boost now, oh, I'm going to do it, and then you don't do it, too late. So this is why I feel so you've got to be careful of a little bit. But other than that, I just feel as though you should be okay. And if you are thinking about buying a new vehicle, try and sort of put it off until December or January. So I know this is a December reading, but I feel as if you're thinking about buying it now, that's absolutely fine. But try and sort of leave it till December, January time, because that's going to be the best bargain hunting time for you. Because everybody's focusing on Christmas. If you've got a bit of extra where you can say, I can get a new car, it's the right time for you to do it. Whereas March, when the new registration comes out, wrong time to do it. Okay, so I just feel as though other than that, money should be absolutely fine. So that's good. Right, so that's money to do with December. Let's have a look at family as a whole over the December period. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, relationships seem to be okay. One or two of you may be planning weddings or christenings. I feel as though it seems pretty good, seems quite positive. I don't see anything negative here. You've got your Wheel of Fortune coming out the right way up. So it feels like relationships be okay, but just don't let money rattle you now. That's the only kind of feeling, because I feel like they've got this money situation falling on right from the general December through to money spending over Christmas, affecting relationships a little bit. But overall, relationships seem to be generally joyful. So that seems to be okay. But some of you might be in the mood for sort of romance and lovemaking and whatever, because I've got the ladies feeling all a bit fired up and passionate with Christmas, and I'm feeling a bit of sexual energy here. So, ooh, okay, so watch out for the love, okay. So, other than that, that feels absolutely great. Okay. Right, so let's leave that there. And let's now have a look at health over the Christmas period. Okay. Right, some of you are going to be thinking about sort of bringing some kind of regime in. You're either going to start it now or you're going to wait for the new year. So with this, I'm being drawn to sort of dieting or exercise, which is absolutely fine, but just don't overdo it. Don't make it a chore. Get what you want out of it and it'll work quite nicely for you. Keep an eye on some chesty coughs and colds coming up around you. Keep an eye on your feet aching a little bit. And also some of you are going to be thinking about eye tests a little bit as well. And just watch your chest area, but again, chesty coughs and colds, it's that time of year. Watch out of some of you with indigestion a little bit, so make sure you've got your indigestion tablets sort of in ready for when you're over sort of doing it a little bit over the food with the festive period. But other than that, generally fine. So I don't really feel anything too negative. And just keep an eye on your elders around you, or even your neighbours. Think about them as well, especially the ones that are on their own. Just pop round, have a cup of tea with them, make sure that they're all right. It's that nice generosity, isn't it? Even if you're feeling you've got the time and you could make the time and just take them a cooked meal around. I'm sure they'll be appreciative of that. If we all did our little bit for the elderly, it would be nice. So see if you can do that, or if you connect with your neighbours in that kind of way. Sometimes it's nice to think about them a little bit. I'm not saying everybody, just the elderly. If you're close to somebody or you chat with them now and again. I'm not saying you've got go knocking on everybody's door, but maybe your neighbours, if you feel so there's anybody like that around you. Because that just feels nice to do. Okay. Right, so we've had a look at relationships, we've had a look at health, we've had a look at money, we've had a look at family. What else can we have a look at? Okay, I'm just trying to think now. Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll touch in to see what January is going to be like, very lightly. So in other words, looking towards the new year. Right, okay. And I feel like focusing on your wishes and dreams, so your New Year's resolutions, I feel so that's good. January, money's going to be slowing down a little bit because we've got money upside down here, so you can be reining it in. Some of us may be suffering with a little bit of backache or overindulgence. But some of us are still carrying the celebrations through and feeling quite party and festive. So overall, January doesn't feel like a bad month. And it don't surprise me the money's slowing down a little bit. So overall, I feel December doesn't seem too bad. So just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be fine there. And I feel so that's great. So I hope all that's kind of made sense to you. So this is Peter the Clairvoyant. I hope all that's made sense, and if you'd like a private reading with me, do contact me through Facebook, Peter the Clairvoyant, or my website, www.petertheclairvoyant.co.uk. You can have a video reading like this where I focus on relationships, family, work and career and a few other things, and those are $19.50, and you get a private link to that, so only you see it. And then I've got my phone readings, which start from £13 and £19.50 and £26, and that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So I hope you have a great Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful new year coming in, and I'm sure next year is going to be far better than this year because of the numbers in this year. And I've told quite a few of you a few times about this. The numbers in this year, 2017. They add up to a 10, and then 10 can be a negative number, so it's not a very good year. And the last time we went through a number like this in this kind of cycle was back in 2008. In 2008 we went through the financial crisis. This year it's all about politics, Brexit and things like that, and so it affects the universe, it affects us individuals, and this is what it's all about. But next year it comes to a 2, so number 2 is a more balanced number. And the reason why number 1 is skipped is because you add the 10 or 1 back to 0, comes back to 1, but it creates change, so there's your 1. So it's like we're going through the tail end of it now, and we just need to, hey, come on, 2018, bring it on. Okay, so I wish you all the best. Thank you.